It is what is called nemesis and karma. Jonathan was blackmailed. Using what? Using Boko Haram. By who? By desperate politicians who are out for power at all costs. They were all over. They went to America, they went everywhere, they want Jonathan what? Removed. Jonathan, being a gentleman, fully aware that he was being blackmailed, went and even congratulated Buhari. He stepped aside. 10 years down the line, Jonathan must be laughing in his private bedroom now. 10 years down the line, Jonathan will feel vindicated now. 10 years along the line, they are reaping exactly what they sow, that of blackmail, that of hate, that of desperation for power that they planted 10 years ago, they are now harvesting. It is karma at play, it is nemesis at play. The same politician now that are running helter-skelter, contributing $1 billion naira, spending trillions of naira, buying drones, are the same people that blackmailed Jonathan. Therefore, it is a warning that every day could be for the thief, one day could be for the honor. You can continue to blackmail, you can continue to intimidate, you can continue to arrest, you can continue to pretend, but a harvest day always awaits the pretenders, the blackmailers, and the intimidators. This is the rule of God. This is the law of God.
I still don't understand why some people will on their camera, then off their brain just because they want to make a comment. I don't still get it. Northern Nigeria want to use insecurity to take over from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What do you mean? Before she says something, now let me show you something. These are the tweets of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Duru Goodluck Ebele Jonathan president. Is Tinubu from a northern part of Nigeria? Tinubu was the one that used insecurity to chase his southern brother, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, out of power. On matter of security, the buck stop at the president table. Like in other countries, Jonathan is the chief security of armed forces. Stop Boko Haram. Military and police, for example, and paid by Jonathan government and PDP cannot serve national interest. All these are the twists of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Duru Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. So who are you now blaming that you said they not use insecurity to chase Tinubu out of power? Whereas Tinubu was the one that singing the praise of insecurity from the morning to afternoon to evening, just to kick Jonathan out of power. Do you want to tell me that there is somebody that have power more than the president in this country? Do you want to tell me that there is insecurity during Muhammadu Buhari regime and people cry? There is insecurity during Muhammadu Buhari. There is Boko Haram. There is Badri. There is Fulani harassment. People complain too. People cry out. I pray Nigeria happen to you. I pray that they abducted your family, your brother, your sibling, so that you come here and cry that yes, it happened to you. Nobody is using insecurity to kick Tinubu out of power. Tinubu is the commander-chief of armed forces in Nigeria. Let him serve Nigerians. Let him. You cannot tell me somebody is stronger than the president. We have army, we have everything. If president thinks that somebody wants to use insecurity to chase him out, let him resign for peace to reign. People just set on camera and off their brain because they want to make political comments. Come on. We are no longer a kid. We should not use division. Nobody should use ethnicity to set us apart.
Now, and I can tell you, this was exactly the sequence of events that happened with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. The only thing is that Jonathan thought when he returned for second term was going to deal with these hydra-headed monsters who were in the country, in his government, and he just wanted to please the certain people to get back to power. Tinubu is playing that same card. See, Tinubu, I may not like you, but I'll give you this advice for free. If you think that you want to manage the situation, maybe you felt like money wasn't involved, and maybe a bit of tribal ethnocentric agenda wasn't involved. That's why, Jonathan, I'm seeing you making several excuses for yourself or giving yourself some level of hype to believing that you had a better advantage over Jonathan. You are lying, no? Because I can tell you, Jonathan even had a better chance to have been returned to power by the north of Nigeria because he had I'm not sure there is any Nigerian president in recent time that have invested as much as Jonathan did in the North, but he was still betrayed. As I talk to you now, Tinubu, the North doesn't even like you, apart from a few states where you still have organic followership. The North doesn't like you. It's already a known information that you do not even have a good name amongst them. If you want to succeed, should you want to, I'm not your friend, I'm telling you for free, so you should take this information serious. Deal with the people that are causing the problem. Jonathan invested so much, reformed the Amajiri system, did so much investment, gave so much support. Jonathan practically abandoned the South to please the North. Because, of course, remember the Yaradua, Maru Musa Yaradua, his boss, that he took over for. He wanted to ensure that whatever Yaradua may have thought and even didn't think of doing, he wanted to do them. But he was still betrayed by the North. It is on record that some chairmen, the PDP chairman of some states, had voluntarily submitted to your party, of course, the APC, weeks before the election. It is on record that in one state in the North, the PDP chairman of that state had traveled days before the election. So that is how much he was betrayed. Tinubu, if you want to succeed, should you plan to succeed? If you want to, should you stand a chance to even come back, fight? Don't deceive yourself. Don't allow these people gaslight you to say money situation. I see you playing very careful. I see you trying to run away from the problem and trying to see. Managing will not solve it. Propaganda will not solve it. Fight. Tinubu, fight. Tinubu, fight. Fight these people. Bola Tinubu, fight these people. Throw blow, throw punches. Finish them. Finish them. You will not have a chance. This is how exactly, this is the whole, it's like deja vu before me. It's like I'm watching a movie again. And I'm not so happy. As much as I don't like you, I'm not happy that these guys want to continue to have their way. So when the government is not coming their way, when they are not having their way, they look for how to create, make the government make the state ungovernable and give too many strength. Tinubu, fight too. You are commander-in-chief, fight. You see all of these people now, all these guys, I don't want to call them, you know, some of them are in your government, they are top-ranking officers. They know. It is a language that they understand. The whistle have been blown, and like dogs, they have all gathered and they are planning. You know them already in your government. Don't deceive yourself to thinking you can manage them. Money cannot buy them. Money cannot change the ideology. All of these things you are seeing now, if you don't fight, Jonathan's record, because yours going to be very worse. You have not done so much as it regards this country. You be believing on reforms, and so these reforms have not materialized into palpable growth and development in the country. The ordinary man on the street sees you as a monster, as a demon, as a devil. So it's even more difficult. So should you even leave power, you will not be regarded in any way. Buhari's name will be more enshrined in the books than you, because all of these reforms are not feasible. They are not feasible yet. So that's the more reason why you need to fight. Jonathan had good plans for this country. Apart from the fact that his government was infested with corrupt individuals who came to take, he had good plans. He wanted to come back for second term. I remember being in a meeting in Bayelsa, yes, in 2013, and people were telling us what Jonathan wants to do for the South, but he wants to use this first step to please the North. Tinubu, I don't know the people you are pleased, apart from Lagos that is benefiting. So you have to fight. To Tinubu, fight. Throw blow, throw punches. You see what VDM and Jolo do. That's what you need to do now. Fight anybody that needs to fight. Massacre anybody that needs to massacre. Do anything you can. Just survive. See, if they are deceiving you now to say be careful so that they will please you and all of this so that they can revote you. Now lie, they will not vote you. It's even easier for you now to crumble and cripple them so that you will stand a chance. They are going to block you. You see how Jonathan was kneeling before Atiku and all of these guys. See, those people, if they make one thing, they are good, they will pursue. And Tinubu, fight. These northern elders that want to finish you now, fight. To Tinubu, fight. Send people to jail. Arrest you need to arrest. Do all you need to do. Let it be that even if na single term you want to do, let whoever wants to take over from you not face this problem again. Fight them. Fight them. Don't allow them advise you to say take it easy, we are on top of it. Now so they go do and do and do. As it were now, you have the most unpopular government. There is no Nigerian government that in the first 2 years of his existence quite unpopular. No records of people feeling you, apart from a few voices, very dissenting voices. The people that loves you in this country that can go all out for you, they are not up to 10% of the voting population. So you already know that you are fighting. You are before the devil and the deep blue sea. If I were you, like the football commentator would say, kitchen sink inclusive, I will throw everything I have to fight this battle and get out of it. Should you win, thank God. If you don't win, but know that you will leave. Now here this man for die, they for buy this man, I better pass now here the man for run entire bush. Not running, fight to. The word is enough for the wise.
I listened to one of your guests. Was it the governor Wiki, the minister of FCT, saying that what is going on is the handwork of the opposition. I mean, quite ironically, I will agree with him, but it's not our opposition. It is the opposition that is now in government. Because if you follow what has been going on, I'm glad that people are bringing it up. In 2014, the sitting president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, actually said that the slaughtering of Christian worshippers, not the slaughtering of worshippers, not the slaughtering of Nigerians. He said specifically, the slaughtering of Christian worshippers is strongly condemnable. This is about framing. So they were the first to begin to introduce this religious dimension to the problem of insecurity in Nigeria, hoping that they could use it to whip up the American sentiment, to take action against President Goodluck Jonathan. So it's a classic case of the chicken coming home to roost. It was the ditch, the big ditch that they buried President Jonathan's presidency in, that they could not feel that is catching up with them. So they should not tell us that, because we listen to all kind of...
Your own, description, for you, it's karma.
It's karma. You can call it karma.
That's how you see it.
Yeah, it's karma. But I don't want us to lose sight of what is most significant here, which is the question of human lives being lost every day in Nigeria, and which this government has proven incapable of dealing with. But the worst tragedy, I may say, is not just that people are dying the way they are dying, even that is tragic enough, is that this government has refused to accept that situation is worse under them than ever before. Because for you to be able to solve a problem, you have to acknowledge that the problem exists. And the problem that exists in this country today, the fundamental problem that exists in this country today, is a wanton killing.
The last 4 years of the Jonathan administration, I was the most demonized person. I was the public enemy number one. And there are two gentlemen seated here. Certain decisions are taken in a very rare peace cycle. The president, the vice president, the Senate president, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. At one of such conclaves, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan GCFR, with whom we have shared the sword and have now recalibrated our relationship, was mooting the idea of removing this Borno governor, and Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, the then Speaker of the House of Representatives, had the courage to tell the President that, Your Excellency, you don't have the power to remove an elected councillor. The President was still not convinced. He mooted the idea at the Federal Executive Council. I admire Mr. Mohammed Bello Adoke fundamentally for his courage and for his convictions and for his capacity to stand for what he believes in. He told the then president that, Mr. President, you do not have the power to remove a sitting governor, not even a councillor. They sought for the opinion of another SAN in the cabinet, Kabiru Turaki, who said, I am concurring with the opinion of my senior colleague. That was how the matter was laid to rest, but that was how my relationship with Mr. Bello Adoke and Aminu Waziri Tambuwal became eternally sealed.
Welcome back to Gistline. Now there is an old saying that says, leave the stage when the ovation is high. And right now, that advice fits perfectly for former President Goodluck Jonathan. Now, the people on the streets are saying that Jonathan is planning a comeback in 2027 to contest the presidential election again. And this time, he wants to complete his 2 terms, since he only served 1 full term after finishing the late President Umar Musa Yar'Adua's tenure. But Nigerians are not smiling about this news. Many people are warning Jonathan not to soil his good name or destroy the little respect he has left. And some people are saying that the same northerner or the same politicians that fought him tooth and nail in 2015 are the ones calling him all sorts of names. They are not telling him or begging him to come back. And this time, not because they love him, but because they hate President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they want to use Jonathan to remove him from power. So let's be honest here. This sudden northern love for Jonathan doesn't make sense, because these were the same people who made sure that he didn't win his re-election. These people used every possible strategy, propaganda, religion, tribal politics, just to get him out. And now they are pretending to like him because things are not going well under Tinubu's government. Nigerians can see through this, and we all know that it's not love, it's just another political manipulation. Now, speaking of Tinubu's government, let's not lie, things are very rough. The economy is down, prices are going up every day, and ordinary Nigerians are even suffering. Now, fuel is expensive, food is costly, and the naira has lost its value badly. Instead of creating jobs and improving people's lives, all we see is politics and power struggles. That's the only thing we see. So, the same people that shouted Emilio Con are now silent, while citizens are crying. So yes, it's easy to see why many in the north are suddenly acting like they missed Jonathan's time. We all know that during Jonathan's rule, even though there were some challenges, life was a bit easier. Food was affordable, fuel was not as expensive as it is now, and the country wasn't this divided. But that still doesn't mean Jonathan should go back. Nigerians are saying that he should respect himself and leave politics for the younger generation. We all know a lot of people are saying that Jonathan's time came and went. He had his chance, and to be fair, history will always remember him for peacefully handing over power in 2015, something that many African leaders refused to do, and that single act earned him global respect. So why throw away all those things just to please the same people who once turned their backs on you? That's what they're asking. And to be honest, the North's new love for Jonathan is not genuine. It's just a political plan to weaken Tinubu and take back control in 2031. Because they know that Tinubu is losing popularity because of the harsh economic reality Nigerians are facing. So these people want to use Jonathan to scatter Tinubu's base, or just to scatter his base in the south and probably create confusion ahead of the next election. And it's a dangerous game. If Jonathan isn't careful, he could end up being used and dumped again. And I feel Nigerians are wiser now, because people can see that both the North and the current government are just playing politics, while citizens suffer. So instead of looking for solutions, they are busy plotting who will take over next. So, to President Goodluck Jonathan, Nigerians have one simple message for you. Sir, please don't come back. You know you left the stage with peace, respect and honor. Don't return to dance in a show that no longer fits you. The same people clapping for you now will be the first to boo you tomorrow. And sometimes the greatest power is knowing when to walk away. So, do you think that Nigerians are wrong, or do you think President Jonathan should come back in 2027? Well, let me know what you think in the comment section. And if today is your first time joining my channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe.
I think that first he said his ambition was to be president. He had been president, so he has satisfied that ambition. He said, "Emilio, come." I think that's
my turn.
Yes, it's his turn, and he has had his turn. He's been president for 4 years. If inshallah he gets to 2027, but I don't think he's run this country well. The Tinubu we used to know, the Tinubu who had all this anger, who had all this fantastic intelligence for scheming, just hasn't shown that Tinubu. There isn't that fire. There isn't that sense of I must fix this. He's run an economy, not a country. He's running figures. Every day you hear we are saving more money, we are doing this. And today I saw his statement. One of the strongest statements released from Vice President Atiku Abubakar's office, making some really profound allegations against the manner in which funds meant for security of pipelines are missing. You should read that. It really is mind-boggling, and I hope the president's people would see that. Sit down, read it, and respond to that, because Nigerians will read that.
If you say that the president should not run in 2027, who should he yield the floor to?
He should find someone within his party, a younger person, a healthier person, and within his party, a younger person, a healthier person, a more focused person, and make him his candidate. He can. If he can run this government, get all these people out of the PDP to come and join him, he's amassed every power that he needs, but he's not running the country.
Politically speaking, is that plausible? Would you do the same if you were in his shoes?
Yes. If I don't have the physical capacity, the mental capacity, or
does it look like he doesn't?
Well, look, the last 2 months, or at least let's go back to since this Trump thing, I didn't see a president who should respond to an emergency or a challenge in this manner, with this manner and the spirit that he should. I didn't see it. And it's not just on this issue. The truth is that Nigeria has deteriorated so badly that we cannot continue to run things as if they're normal.
Give me a moment, sir. We need to take